Hey guys, it's Anthony Bandiero here, attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training. Bringing the Roadside Chat. This time I am on the road in Castle Rock, Colorado. I got to give a big shout out to Castle Rock. They are one of the best hosts that we have at Blue to Gold. So thank you, Mark. You're the best. Let's get down to business. Don't let it get to your head though, Mark, okay? All right. So this question comes from an officer in North Las Vegas. He has a question about what I call cat out of the bag searches. This is where, this is what we call them here at Blue to Gold. This is where when a private person searches a person's property and they find evidence, can you as law enforcement use that evidence against the person? So he says, all right, the officer says we get calls where roommates have gone into other roommates' property, or parents or family members have gone into a relative's room, like maybe a child sometimes, but the child is like 22 years old. Apparently, the officers are taught that this is a fruit of the poisonous tree because the defendants' rights were violated by this private search because it was done without, a warrant or their consent or a recognized exception and so forth. So what's the answer? Well, I got the answer. This evidence can absolutely, without question, be used against that defendant. There is no debate here. And here's why. The Fourth Amendment, the fruit of the poisonous tree, the exclusionary rule, applies to one person and one person only. Well, people, law enforcement, right? Generally speaking, of course, other government actors or their agents. So I guess it's more than one person, but you get the point. It doesn't apply to mom. It doesn't apply to roommate, period. This is a very cardinal rule in the Fourth Amendment. Let me give you an example how extreme this rule is. A person was burglarizing a home. And while burglarizing a home, they came upon child porn in a photo album. They then turned that photo album over to police. The police officers then used that photo album in a search warrant. Are we good? Based on what I'm teaching you? 100%, right? Because the burglar here obviously has his own issues, right? The burglar here is not and was not a government agent, was not law enforcement. So police can use it. Now, am I saying just run with whatever people give you, just run with it and don't double check their work or, maybe do some other investigation? I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you, if you want to use the evidence, use it. If you don't. It's end of story. It really doesn't get much more complicated than that. I'm glad this officer brought it up. It's a very good discussion. And I know a lot of you have that same question. Keep the questions coming. Until next time, my friends, do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.